What's up, guys? Dirk Barnard, DB Exotics. Now on day 65, and some of the Angolan Pythons have started to pip. So, yes, very, very excited to just open up the rest. So, hoping all goes well, and let's get to it. Right, one of the babies I have started just to cut, the one that started to pip. And yeah, we can see that he is there. The little head coming, flicking his tongue. Looks like a really, really nice color, but obviously, yeah, we have to wait for the first shed cycle and all that. So yeah, whew. Very excited, very nervous, everything at the same time. Always extremely cautious when cutting eggs. Some people always say that I take it too cautious, but yeah, rather be too cautious and know that you're doing the right thing instead of just trying to rush everything after all these snakes are not readily available. They are quite rare. So yeah, for me, last time I bred them, unfortunately, I did have fertile eggs, but I went on a short holiday, and after a week when I came back, the eggs got slightly too moist and the embryos drowned. So yeah, one of those things. Absolutely beautiful. I really cannot explain to you guys how nervous I am. I'm always scared I'll make a mistake and all that, but these snakes are just really so precious to me. I've always wanted to work with them, and yeah, I can't say that I did successfully breed them last time, but I didn't successfully hatch them. That's the other thing. So yeah. And to the guys that haven't cut eggs yet, just look, on literally the bottom part of the scissors is literally scraping, so there is almost zero possibility of me having to even be able to slightly cut the snake. You can even see my hands are shivering. You know, it's been an exceptionally long wait, 65 days. Yeah, but if you can just imagine my utmost excitement. Okay, 3 eggs down and 6 to go. Almost looks as if I had a caffeine overdose or something. But no, that is just anxiousness and excitement. This is really just a total dream come true for me. Damn, that's cool. And that noise there in the back, that's just the incubator still running. There's some other eggs in there as well. And should you hear another hard fan blowing, that's one of the unfortunate things of South Africa. That's my inverter running, because there's currently an energy crisis in South Africa. So your eggs, reptiles, all my reptiles are completely unaffected by it. Let's go. I see some of the European breeders get up to 13 eggs in one clutch. For me, that's like literally, that'll be heaven. I felt very blessed to get 9 eggs. For me, that's a very big clutch. Yeah, and then I see some mixed reviews. Some guys only get 3 or 4 eggs. And I may be wrong, just roughly guessing, but I think the average is roughly 6 to 7 eggs, from what I can gather on some of the other groups. Let's just try and let you guys get also a nice view. Just notice that little air bubbles at the top. Oh, yes. Absolutely beautiful. And you see these two already out with their heads, trying to breathe normally through fresh air. Yes. Almost feels like I'm gonna start to cry. Every reptile breeder has his dream to work with a certain species. My ones, I got back in, the parents of these I got back in 2016. I think they were late 2015 babies, imported from Germany. Apparently quite a good bloodline, but also the one bad thing of this species being so rare, there is very limited bloodlines to work with. So obviously one of these things, if these babies are healthy and all that, one of the plans would be is to trade with somebody for another bloodline, just to make sure that you're not inbreeding all your animals the whole time. At the end of the day, for me personally, everything is not just about money. It's, for me, one of the happiest feelings is just to have 100% healthy animals. Now obviously when they are born, they are extremely light, and that does change with time. Then they become all more darker. I know with a lot of guys that have bred them or hatched them successfully, the colors do change, and when they're just about a few weeks old, they are absolutely stunning. as soon as they've had that first shed, and then surprisingly when they get older, those colours start to fade a little bit. They're still an extremely pretty snake, but for me personally, the juveniles are the prettiest. If I can compare my adult pair on how they looked like when they were younger, they were a bit more pretty when they were young. So you'll see I'm working with an extremely sharp pair of scissors. And every single thing has been sterilized completely before I did anything. The surface of the table, the scissors. One beautiful Angolan Python baby. The only thing that's better than hatching Angolan Pythons, according to me, is to hatch a bigger number. The last clutch I had, which was unsuccessful, was 7 eggs. So you can just imagine my excitement when my female surprised me with 9. And yeah, well, that's unfortunately one of those things in the reptile hobby. Like I said, some of the European guys say that the females have gotten 13 eggs in one go. One or two guys have mentioned 17, which sounds to me a bit unrealistic. Well, everybody is entitled to their own opinion. I can understand if it's from 2 clutches. And there's also a few mixed reviews from guys saying that every time they breed, the clutches just tend to get bigger. Well, in my case, that made sense, because last time she laid 7 and now 9. I cannot tell you how I'm shivering. I don't know if you guys can see it on the camera. But yeah, for me, I'm totally overwhelmed. And it's so cool seeing the babies move in the egg as well. It's just beautiful. Okay. So we have 8 eggs down and the 9th one to go. So far all the babies look 100% alive. All moving, all look healthy. Please do excuse, this is the first time I've ever actually made a cutting video or, well, any video about any of my reptiles, so my camera work and focusing on the camera is not the best. My main focus is just to see if all the snakes are happy and healthy. Check how cool that is. Absolutely beautiful. Now obviously these snakes will be left that they can leave the egg by themselves. I won't forcefully remove them. Yeah, I've probably said it 100 times, but you guys really can't can't understand how happy I am. Anyways, cool. Thank you for watching.